Hello. Great. I'm Sara Mastro. I am from Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of DC, if any of you are familiar. I work for a company called Media Barn. We're an agency, and I thought that it would be interesting to talk to you about the right place between UX and marketing from an agency point of view. So what is that like when you're on one side of an agency and actually a marketing research organization or a marketing research department within an organization comes to you and they actually want to work together, and how does that work out? Well, it works out pretty well, actually. So first, a little bit, an agency role is a little bit different in the sense of we have to be the client advocate, but we also have to be a customer advocate from the user experience side. And of course, with UX, we're focused on the goals of where the customer wants to go and how to get there. So that's the biggest thing about that. Now, marketing tends to be what the customer ultimately wants. Sometimes even the worst designed sites give you the relevant customer information, but it doesn't mean it's logical or usable. So that being said, we have to work together, which is what I want to talk about, and I'm going to have a little bit of a case study at the end, but it's really about balancing. It's all about the balance. It's about balancing marketing messages while pushing good usability and good design. It's also incorporating the product, technology, and sort of everything into that same initiative. It's about blurring the lines, so we want to make sure that we sort of take down the walls, and you're not the marketing research department, and I'm not UX, and you're not Deb. We're all working together for the same common goal. We all have research, we all have relevant experiences, we all have things that we know, and it's all to get us to the point of the voice of the customer. I'm in pink right there, that's me. To get to that voice of the customer and what do they need and what is that common thread. I mean, everybody's got so much different information that if we all come together, we can work towards that. I do have something I like to call the Me Too factor, where certain unnamed people, market research, sometimes have the opportunity to take it and derail the focus if they have new market research that end up making things more intangible or less tangible for product and design folks when they sort of throw that monkey wrench at the end. So the idea is just to keep on moving. If it doesn't happen and marketing people outnumber UX people or design, you can end up with great market research plans and initiatives with very little tangible product outcome. So I prefer small groups. I think everybody does. It's easier. You don't have to go up the chain. It's not always happens. It's not in a perfect world, but if it was, you can operate fast. You can limit the noise along the way to focus on actionable stuff, because too often it's impossible for larger groups. This is the obligatory slide about how easy it is to do research if you don't have all the funds, where you can do, obviously, social networking. We've talked about that a lot. We've talked about surveys, analytics. Sales department can sometimes be your friend because they actually have a lot of customer feedback. The voice of the customer can be integrated into everything. Feedback, opinions, social activities, and behaviors, which is what users pay attention to, and they'll come back to your product. And again, it's a case of user experience, marketing, reaching out to other groups. And it comes into this circle, which we've all seen before, collecting the feedback, analyzing, reporting, and making changes. But the difference is it's more collaborative because we're all communicating with each other and we're all participating to get one stronger product, game, application. An example I want to talk to you about is MTN Satellite, big satellite company. They provide satellite for cruise ships. So when you go to an internet cafe, it's their service. They have a marketing department of 5, actually 3. So we worked with them as UX to establish panels, and this panel that we recruited from on Facebook, Craigslist, and some cruise organization websites, actually, that we got 100 people, 20 in Europe and 80 in North America, and we just started sending them surveys and talking to them on the phone to see what they wanted to have in an internet cafe experience. This was one of the things that users were getting when they went on, and it's like, wait, I don't know, do I want to socialize? Do I want to surf? Do I want to connect? Do I need email? And they had to choose from this. And they also had this content library of, do you want ebooks? Do you want this? And what did they want? They wanted action movies and USA Today. Those were the 2 big things that they wanted. So we worked with them to simplify and streamline and just give a better offering. And, what a great action movie, right? So we also did usability testing. And again, this was a sign-up process that we worked with them on. New user, returning user, it's all, very, does this work? Does this work? But what we found out was, yeah, this works fine. They know how to sign up. But what you're not telling me is, I don't know how many minutes I have left. I don't know how much data I've used. So we worked with them to come up with this little internet counter, just so that users, because that's ultimately what they wanted. It was like, yes, great, we get it. You're providing the internet, you're providing the service, but we really just need to know how we're doing on our money. So the moral of my story is share. It's not a bad thing. You share your sandbox. You can make some great sandcastles, right? And Mr. Rogers always taught us that, dating myself again, but you know. So thank you very much. Oh, and I'm just going to walk away with this.